Good morning. Well, you wake up early in the morning and the whole day is ahead of you. And some people do have morning rituals. The morning rituals are important because they set the tone for the day. But are the morning rituals that we are following ordinary? Run of the mill? Do they really help you? Some people meditate. But today I'm going to talk about a ritual that will help you provoke yourself, provoke you to do something different, to be yourself. It will cajole you, it will prod you, it will enable you to identify yourself, your needs. It shall help you clarify your ideas. It will help you also prioritize your tasks for the day. This is a morning ritual which people are either not aware or they don't talk about it. This morning ritual is also not very well known. But this morning ritual has been used by real geniuses, and the real geniuses don't reveal their secrets. You can be sure of that. But I'm going to reveal this secret to you. This morning ritual, I like to call it the morning pages. The purpose of the morning pages is that when you get up, immediately on getting up, take up a pen and a paper and sit down and start writing. And keep on writing whatever comes to your mind. Don't think, just write. Write whatever. If it's nonsense, write it. If it's sensible, write it. If you are having a religious thought, write it. If you want to criticize somebody, write it. If you want to praise somebody, write it. Keep on writing. And you must write 750 words. Now, 750 words means approximately 3 pages. A bit more, but then approximately 3 pages. And having finished that writing, you keep it aside and then start your daily work. And now you say, why write immediately on getting up? When you get up from sleep, at that time, your whole body is in a state of change. From a state of rest, you are coming to a state of life. So your brain is bleary. It's not very focused. And that is the time when your subconscious is very active. So you start writing at that time. Now this writing, you be sure, if you write later on, will be more ordered. I don't want the morning pages to be very ordered. Let them be as disordered, as disjointed as anything. Now writing is a difficult job, I agree. But here you are not to pause and you are not to think. You have just to write. Now there are certain issues which you have to keep in mind. A, when I say write, I mean write with a pen and a paper. Not type it out. Not put it on a pad, iPad, or on a tablet or on a computer. No. Go to a table, get up, sit in your bed, do whatever you want, but write 3 pages in hand. Now you will ask me, why in hand? The purpose is that when you are writing in hand with a pen, putting words with the pen on a paper, you are connected. When you are writing with the help of a keyboard, the connectivity is lost. But when you are writing with a pen or a pencil, there is a connection with your mind, with the sense and the way the hand moves. When you're typing, your hand is not moving. It's just putting your fingers on the keyboard. But when you are writing with a pen or a pencil, your hand is moving. It's transcribing words. And that process itself is creative, because then what you are writing, even without thought, is connected to your brain. So some words you have written, it will start provoking you. Not immediately. As I said, it's a process, is subconscious. So it's question of writing, not typing. I repeat it. Secondly, no thought. You are just getting up the bed. Before going to the bed, you get the pen and the paper ready and you start writing. That is the second part. Third part. These pages are not to be read by others, and not even by yourself in the beginning. Of course, you start reading once you have started writing, whether gibberish or sensible, say after about 10-15 days. But for the first 10-15 days, you even don't read what you have written. Just write it, keep it aside. That's it. But under no circumstances are others supposed to read it. Why? Because if anybody else reads it, he will find that what you have written may be absolutely gibberish. He may not be able to understand it. And he'll question you. And that questioning shall dampen your interest. Secondly, he might not question you, but he might start doubting you. The things would be disjointed in the beginning. They should be. So that is something you have got to avoid. These pages are not meant for reading by the others. And after some time you will see a pattern emerging. Now you'll say, how is it going to be useful? It's going to be useful, as I said, after some time you would find that there will be continuity in your thought. When the ideas come to you in the morning, they can be quite critical of the day past. They can also mention some of the opportunities that you missed, and they can also provide solution to some of the issues. As I said earlier, when you wake up, your conscious is still suspended. It's a question of being suspended. You are neither on the earth nor you are in the air. You are neither asleep nor fully awake. So in this state of flux, and in this state of what I like to call animated suspension, you are awake, but your brain is not fully awake. Your brain is still preoccupied, or rather occupied by your mind, the subconscious mind. And the subconscious is normally suppressed by us. When we have our day-to-day dealing, it's our intellect, not our intuition, that rules. And the intellect suppresses the intuition. When you're waking up your intuition, your subconscious, which is ruling the roost. And that provides the real answer to your questions. So that's why I say, A, it will help you clarify some of the doubts or issues that may not have been there, or you may not have been able to clarify. Then it will give you new thoughts, new ideas. When you're writing, new ideas will come to you. And as I said, after 10-15 days, you can start reading what you have written, and you will find gems in that. I'll give you an example. Say you have a child, and he comes home, he has been bullied. In the immediately evening when you reach home and you are told your child has been bullied, you are agitated. You want to go and smack the person who has bullied him. But you can't do that. In the night, you have gone to sleep, but your subconscious has kept on working on that, and when you start writing, maybe you will say, well, I should teach my son how to face bullies and blah, 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 blah. The same thought would have not come to you had you not put it in your hand. And even if it had, you would have ignored it because your conscience would have ruled your subconscious. But here you are put in writing, and when you reread it, you'll say, wow, why I didn't act on that? You have solved that position. Then prioritize, as I said. This helps you prioritize your aims, your goals, your actions. Then after 10-15 days you have got a disciplined mind and you start rereading, you will find the first thought will come to you are most important. They are important. Now here is something which you have got to understand. What is important may not be urgent, and what is urgent may not be important. 999 out of 1,000 people, or rather 9,999 out of 10,000 people do not know the real difference between urgent and important. They always are under the impression that what is urgent is more important. It's the other way around. The important should be urgent, not the urgent should be important. And that is where your sense of priority comes into being. You have got to identify the important and then the urgency. So A, B, C is important, then 1, 2, 3 is urgent. Now when you are going through your usual routine, you don't have to differentiate unless you have tuned your mind to that. But these morning pages ritual, which I am suggesting to you, will automatically, slowly, or the process or the passage of time, enable you to identify and differentiate between urgent and the important. And therein lies the crux. I gave this advice to a businessman once in India. He came to me for coaching. I coached him for about a week. And believe me, today is one of the leading industrialists of India. Or as a matter of fact, not one of the top, but the top industrialist of India. And when he came to me, he had inherited from his father a vast empire, but he wanted to do better, and he has done better. And this was one of the suggestions I gave him. But then this is not the only thing, there were other suggestions as well, because it was a complete coaching all the time. No, when you do this, as I said, it helped that guy develop new ideas about business. Not only did it help him come out of the muddle that the politics had created for him, but it helped me give him new business ideas, which made him the leader of the industry in India. There was a writer who would do it every day, and the new ideas came to the writer and he developed them. There was another person, David Latham. I didn't tell you the industry's name because that's a household name. And I'm referring only to the people who are no longer there. David Latham died some time back. He won the Asimov Scientific Writing Award, and he used to follow this technique. So in whatever field you are, in whatever sector you are working, this will enable you, as I said, to provoke yourself, cajole yourself, persuade yourself, and also help you prioritize properly. Prioritize not only your tasks, but also your aims. It will help you find new avenues of growth. Now this morning ritual, some people will come and tell you that if you meditate it will help. Meditation has a limited help. You see, each hack, each life hack as we call it, has a different role to play. I'm not saying anything against meditation because that helps you increase your concentration. help you detach yourself from the ordinary things and increase your concentration. That's fine. But what I'm talking about is, A, it will help you bring your inner strengths and focus on them slowly. So, this morning ritual has been proved to be so correct that many people have followed. At least I'm aware that through my advice, at least 20 people have adopted it and they are successful. Now this needs a certain discipline. A discipline of a physical discipline. Normally when you get up in the morning, the first thing you do is go to the washroom or have your morning cup of tea or coffee and then maybe pray. No, you have to change it. As soon as you are out, if you have a feeling and urge of going to the washroom, yes, that's okay. But I'll prefer still that you do it even before that. Because in the process of going to the washroom and other things, your mind will start setting and then the clarity would be coming, the so-called clarity, and your subconscious will be going back into dormant state. And that has to be avoided. Morning tea and coffee, no, under any circumstance. So, this will help you generate even new ideas, as I said. So not only does it help you identify the tasks, prioritize the tasks, it helps you germinate new ideas. Now what better can be there? You become your own coach over the passage of time. And that is where the success lies. Adopt this morning ritual. You will not repent. You'll be happy that you did so.